I hate the phrase, "Don't be upset, everything will be fine." Usually, our loved ones say it to try to calm us down, but is it really good advice? Imagine that you have been preparing hard for something, for a speech, for an interview, for a presentation at work, and you have failed. You will most likely reproach and blame yourself for this. But try to stop listening to this inner voice for a second and tell it stop. Think about why you start scolding yourself. Our emotions are like signals. The sadness we feel can be associated with loss. When we lose something familiar, dear, it hurts us and makes us sad. A quarrel with a loved one, a friend suddenly leaves, or a more beloved dog. Even when we watch how hard it is for our favorite musician, who is going through a difficult period. In short, when something is important to us or does not go according to plan, we feel sadness or sorrow. However, we do not feel sad when something happens to a person who is a stranger to us. There are many people around us who are having a hard time, but we cannot think about every stranger and be sad because of their problems. We do not pay attention. This means that when we worry about something, our subconscious shows that this is what is important and valuable to us, and we need to take it seriously. Our feelings are as strong as the person or events are important to us. Emotions are a signal. When we feel sad, we do everything to return to a normal state. We try to restore relations with a friend who has distanced himself. We take care of a sick family member or a puppy. We pay more attention to little things to support a loved one even more, to show how much we appreciate what he does. For example, sadness is a wonderful emotion that helps us return to a resourceful state, encourages us to show care and strive to solve the problem. If you feel the weight of melancholy, try to admit to yourself, "I am sad now," or maybe "I feel emotional pain." And instead of pretending that everything is fine, you just need to understand what signal your brain is sending you. You just need to hear and accept the emotion that you are experiencing. Sometimes, in order to feel better, you can just cry. But after that, you need to understand what exactly caused the sadness. Maybe a certain person is valuable to you, but has recently become distant. This means that this is really important to you now. And if you think about the situation, perhaps you will immediately see what needs to be done. For example, just call or apologize if there was some misunderstanding between you. Sadness is an emotion that can help you get back what you have lost. Therefore, immersed in sad thoughts, many also sometimes feel a sense of gratitude. Our emotions are like notifications on social networks. And let's not ignore these signals that the brain sends us. You shouldn't think that we get upset over trifles. And in no case should you listen to such advice, and listen to people who tell you this. Our inner voice wants to tell us in this way what is important to us now. For example, if we are disappointed in something or someone, it means that it had a certain value for us and was important to us. The more important events are for us, the harder it is when everything does not go as we planned. We get upset when our expectations are not met. But if we change the course of our thoughts a little, then it will be difficult to disappoint us. For example, you are a fan of a certain musical artist, but you are indifferent to art. Therefore, you will be very annoyed if you miss a concert of your favorite artist in your city. But at the same time, you will not care at all if an art exhibition that you did not visit ends. In interviews, many successful people often tell a very similar story. They say something like this: "When I went to the audition, I didn't have anything in mind, just for fun. However, I didn't pass it, and after that I became depressed, and having experienced such a turning point, I really realized that I wanted to perform in front of an audience. So I gathered all my will into a fist and started working on perfecting my skills." Of course, the more you work, the harder it will be for you to experience failures. This can be said about an interview, about competitions, auditions, about any stage of your life. The more effort and time we spend, the more painful it will be to fail. Therefore, in order to change the course of your thoughts, which can block your further success when something does not go as planned, tell yourself the following: "Yes, I really wanted to do something worthwhile. It is important to me. It means that I have a dream. And at the moment I understand that this is just the next step and my certain experience. I will draw the appropriate conclusions, and then I will do even better." And if you really understand that you want to continue doing this, then you definitely need to get it together and focus on this activity further. And of course, in this case, warm words of support are simply necessary for you. We remember from the last lesson that our loved ones and relatives cannot be with us 24/7. Therefore, the very first words of support should always be heard from yourself, and say to yourself with me, "I tried very hard, I am great, everything is fine, I will still have opportunities." Perhaps I am sad now, but I understand why this is happening. And this is a signal that this is important and valuable for me. Today I will be sad, and tomorrow I will figure out how to do what I have planned. And not only words are important, but also actions. Therefore, do not forget to pamper yourself with something nice. And tomorrow you will start again, and everything will work out.